applying a lot of these rules hands on. But I failed the first 4 years because I was having a too salesy alike mindset. But let's first hear from our great co-hosts, our great leaders, and we start with Sir Eddie. Sir Eddie, do you have some words of wisdom? He also was just with me in another leadership call. Sir Eddie, maybe you have some. How you
Yes,
call
yes,
this?
yes, yes. Well, guys, it's great. It's great to have this day. Well, look at my background. Last week I was still there. That's the place where I spent my holidays, guys. And you must know that when I started with Crowd1, it was in the very, very beginning. I think it was 1 month after Sir Renze started with Crowd1. He called me. And if he didn't call me, well, where would I be? I was finished. I was done. I wanted to do nothing anymore. I was really done. But Sir Renze, he called me and he told me, hey, man, come on, move your ass and start this business. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy he did it. And right now I'm on my way to become a president. Guys, in the last year, we already spoke about Mixter, about Afilgo, about Epic One Lotto. And now we are at the edge of these amazing products. We all know about the situation in the world and it slowed down all the progress a little bit, but now we are almost there. But guys, what could we do in the past year? Just by being consistent, just by putting our focus on Crowd1. And with focus, I really mean focus. Guys, if you have the most positive mindset, if you work with the best version of yourself, and if you have laser focus, just like a horse on the horse races, with those flaps on the side of their eyes, so that they are not distracted by their competitors, but they just see the finish. And if you have focus, you can really, really accomplish amazing things. Guys, in the past 3 weeks, I spent my holidays on the island of Rhodos in Greece. But guys, because we have this amazing business and because we give other people a better life, we have a better life ourselves as well. And if Sir Renze allows me, I will share some slides of our new project. And let's see where it is, guys. Building next to it. This, what happened?
Yeah, go ahead, Sir Eddie. Go ahead.
I got a message on screen. Zoom ended. Okay.
You see you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you see one of those buildings, this yellow building. We're going to bring it back into original stones. This will be our wine bar at the bottom floor. On the top floor, we will have an amazing, amazing Airbnb. Well, this is one of the top floors. So as you can see, we have a lot of work to do, but this is because of Crowd1 business. This is one of the places we could, took towards us. We can rent it and we can start our Airbnb over there. So this means that with money, we make money. We can invest in certain areas. We can invest in Greece, in our case, because we love this country. We love the island of Rhodos. And we can have, an amazing place over there, inviting people, spending their holidays on this amazing, amazing island. This is the other building. Look at the view, at the restaurants. It will be amazing places. But guys, this is possible because of Crowd1. If you follow the education, part of the education is focused on real estate, on making money with the money you earn. Guys, and if you just follow the education, you can do these amazing things. And we have seen it all over the world. We have seen people buying cars, people buying houses, people buying shops. and taking care of other people in this way. Because if you are a shop owner, you have people working for you, and you can give them a better future than they have normally in another job with another employer. So guys, I really encourage you to focus, because we are just at the beginning. We are now 16, 17 months further, and the best is yet to come. So I'm going back into my sniffing and sneezing and listen to Sir Renze, and listen carefully, guys, because it's very important what is coming right now.
Thank you so much, Sir Eddie. Thank you so much. I will come over with my English rugby team in your Airbnb. No, congratulations, Sir Eddie. Guys, you can see it. If you apply the knowledge from the education pack, you will build an empire just like Sir Eddie. Let's go to Sir Angelo. Sir Angelo, can you give us a few words of wisdom?
Yes, I can, Sir Renze. Thank you so much for having me on the call again. You know, we on the calls 24/7. You know, and this is what has inspired us or gotten us to where we are right now. You know, for those of you that are new on the call, that don't know what Crowd1's about, you know what, you've got to listen. You've got to listen to what's going to be said next. But what I can tell you is this. As Sir Eddie said, if you stay laser focused on where you believe that you should be in life. Because can we agree that we're not there? Most of us are not there because of our circumstances, because of things that we've decided to do, and we live with regrets. And the moment you step out of that comfort zone and start doing something that you've never done before, I think the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So why don't you do something different? Do something different that could change your life. And we're not saying possibly, we're saying that it can, depending on you. It's all going to be dependent on you and what you're going to do in the next 90 days or in the next 30 days till the 14th of November. You know, that's going to determine where you're going to be for the rest of your life. But not just you, but for your kids. And that's the decision that you've got to make. You know, if you're new on this call, you've got to decide, or even if you're a member, you've got to decide what is more important, the noise or your life. As Sir Renze always says, you know, when we have complaints or we have people moaning, all we tell them is, welcome to the Champions League. Because here we don't play games. Because your life is not a game. Your life is more important than what anybody else has to say. And you've got to decide that your life is more important. You've got to feel it here. Let's see, Crowd1, fully a full go, mixter. And what are you going to do in the next 24 hours, first of all? Then what are you going to do in the next 30 days? That's going to determine where you see yourself and where you want to be. But the choice is yours. We're not going to try and force you to do anything. We don't need to. We don't need to convince you. Because documentation beats conversation. And you've got to decide, is your life more important than the naysayers or anything else that is going to stop you from achieving what you want to achieve in life? God bless. Thank you so much, Renze.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Angelo. We will hear later on again from Sir Angelo, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's very touchy what you say, Sir Angelo. And what is stronger, you know, your own core values or other people's opinions? So thank you so much, Angelo. We move to Sir Lesedi. Where is Sir Lesedi? Are you here, sir?
I'm here, sir. I hope you've been keeping well since the last session.
Yeah, we're all good. Oh
Great
wow,
stuff,
you're
great stuff.
outside. It's
I'm outside,
almost
yeah.
morning.
I'm actually on the road. I'm getting my car washed. So as I'm busy waiting for that, I joined the webinar. So thank you for the opportunity. My encouragement or motivation today, ladies and gentlemen, is it's not about being perfect. I think oftentimes when we start something new, we want to get everything right. We want to get all our ducks in a row, but it's not about being perfect. When my sponsor introduced me to Crowd1, my sponsor is Mr. Smile. When he introduced me to Crowd1, I did not understand everything. I was not sure about how it worked. I did not know how the product worked. And even today, Crowd1 is still developing more products, still launching more partnerships, still making new things. So you won't understand how everything works in the beginning. But the key is to just get in and buckle up and follow the system. We have these webinars. You don't need to be a presenter. You can just invite people to webinars, and there you go. People sign up after webinars. It's not about knowing everything. I like to say, and I got this from one of the top leaders in Namibia, here in Africa. She told me that Crowd1 is like learning a new language. You're not going to understand everything in the beginning. It's like baby steps. You take a step at a time. You learn something. You learn about your spillover. You learn about what it means to rank up. You learn about what it means to use a package. You learn about what it means to sign someone up. Basic things, signing up to a webinar, downloading Zoom. You get people who never knew what that was, but today they are sitting on the president rank, senior president rank and above. So it's all about taking the initiative. And also learning from the leaders, ladies and gentlemen. We have amazing leaders in the system. I mean, I'm talking about Mr. Renze, who we look up to every day. I'm talking about Mr. George, Mr. Eddie, Mr. Angelo, Mr. Smile, Mr. Bjorn. So many leaders here in Crowd1 who you can attend their webinars. You can listen to the encouragement they have. You can see how they do things and you just duplicate it. You know, if you're an academic, plagiarism is wrong. Plagiarism breaks the rules. Plagiarism can get you into trouble. But with network marketing, with business in Crowd1, you just need to copy and paste. It's as simple as that. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. Trust me, I'm a scientist. I know what rocket science is. This is not difficult at all. You just need to attend the webinars, make time for what you need to do, and you will get to the next level. And another thing you will hear often Crowd1 leaders mentioning is if you treat your business like a hobby, you will earn the money equivalent to a hobby. So don't treat it like a hobby. Have a certain time that you wake up. Have a certain time that you make your calls. Have a certain time that you remind everyone to attend the webinars for. And then you will see the difference. And as you heard Mr. Angelo and Mr. Eddie saying now, consistency is key. If you do that every single day without fail, 24/7, you're putting in the effort, obviously getting your rest, also having a balanced life. But if you're putting in the focus and you're putting in the effort like we are, you'll become unstoppable, just like the unstoppable group, which is Mr. Renze, Mr. George, and Mr. Bjorn. So that is the key, ladies and gentlemen. It's not difficult. Just follow the system, put in the effort, and you will reach the next level. That's from me, Mr. Renze.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lesedi. Cool. A lot of words of wisdom from Mr. Lesedi, guys. And he's our core presenter. He's always present. He's very consistent in his actions. Thank you so much, Mr. Lesedi. Cool. Okay, guys, let's go to the nitty gritty. Round three. Get your pen and paper, guys. Get your pen and paper. Hopefully you can see my screen. Yeah, you can see my screen. So up to now, guys, we did step 1, 11 a.m. And the goal was in the next 2 hours, 11 to 1, get all your team partners on Mixter and claim the Crowd1 rewards. And then we went to step 2 on 1 p.m. today. Learn the right qualifying script and start to advertise Mixter today on your social media. But now we go into something, how to duplicate this. Yeah. Step 3, leadership phase. We call this the 4th wave. Most people do too much alone. And some people, they sponsor too much people. You know, I have people in my team, they sponsor up to 2,000 people personally. You hear it, 2,000. And it took them 18 months. Guys, that's not duplicatable, that's sales. Yeah. So you need to get some traction. You need to know where we can duplicate. And most people they work too much with the frontliners, but there is something called the Ford Wave. And this is a pretty old book. It's called The Ford Wave from Richard Poe. I think it's 25 years on the market, but still very actual. Yeah. So you want to reach the Ford Wave. What do we mean with the Ford Wave? You work with your front line and you help your front line to work with their front line, and you help them to work with their front line. So you work in a domain of 3 levels below you. Yeah. And I'm even working deeper. I'm driving it deep. You know, I have teams in a binary that are on level 30,000. And because I work with those people and I run events, everybody between them and me, 30,000 levels, gets inspired because they get volume. The fire comes from below. So the Ford Wave, it doesn't mean statically 3 levels. It can be dynamically. You can work with 3 different layers, somewhere in your left leg, right leg, and you inspire thousands of other people. That's what we call the Ford Wave. So you work with the people of your people of your people. And when you do this consistently, yeah, then you reach the 4th generation. And when you reach the 4th generation, this is the difference. If you only work your front line and their front line, of course, with a lot of mechanical pressure, you can build 1,000 people. Maybe you can build 10,000 people. But you won't reach critical mass. You have to walk the extra mile. You have to work with 3 generations, and then you get massive duplication. Yeah, you get massive duplication on the 4th generation. The 4th generation is the most important to reach, but you only reach it if you have trust in the first 3 generations. This is called the speed of trust. Then you get a nucleus in your group. And this is like a hidden gem, a hidden secret, because most people don't work with the people of their people of their people. Yeah. So work with your first 3 generations, so you have hyper growth on the 4th generation. The 4th generations determines if you reach hundreds or thousands of people or millions of people. Guys, I was working from A to faint in my first 90 days, like our dear old mentor taught us, Sir Eric Rasmussen. And then we drove it deep on their name lists, their name list and their name list, 3 generations. And then bam, when we look back after 90 days, we had 100,000 people in 30 countries. So you want to reach the 4th wave with a mixed spinner. Help the people of your people of your people to get in the right flow with mixed spinner. Your first goal is to help your first, second, and 3rd generation to sponsor in the first 24 hours 5 new people, so they are on the 5th level on the mixed spinner. If you sponsor 5 people, you are already on level 5 in the mixed spinner contest. You will see it tomorrow when the back office opens. Yeah. So, and then when they are doing the same thing, they help their 3 people, they have their 3 people, they have their 3 people. In the next 30 days, you might wind up with 1 million people in your organization. And guys, this is so crucial that we do this so good, because now our company is negotiating with the entertainment industry, with the telecommunication industry. They're watching us. They're watching us right now, how we launch Mixter. They are watching how we launch Affiligo. And the better and the bigger our launch, and the better and the bigger our number, and the better and the bigger you and we all reach wave number 4, and we build up to 50 million people, 100 million people, the better deals our company is getting from the next industries we are going to disrupt. It's all a domino effect, guys. It's not companies going on momentum, it's teams are going on momentum based on accountability, based on mutual agreements, based on helping each other. Yeah. Now, one of the things you should do is really edify your leaders. Upline, downline, crossline, any line. You always should edify your leaders. That's part on how to reach the fourth wave. And I will just share. I will just run a little video, guys. I will just run a little video. Pay attention to this video, guys. And I will be back in like 2 minutes. Listen to this video, guys, and try to digest, because this guy is really explaining it, how you can reach that level. Let me see why I don't see, one moment. I don't see my Safari, one moment. Yeah, okay, one moment. Let me just start this. Hold on, guys. I'm getting the right video on the screen. Yeah. So let me share my video, guys. One moment. Yeah, it's here. So please, full attention on this video, and let's just watch this video, what this gentleman is explaining us. And this is everything about the fourth wave.
So ladies and gentlemen, at TED, we talk a lot about leadership and how to make a movement. So let's watch a movement happen, start to finish, in under 3 minutes and dissect some lessons from it. First, of course, you know, a leader needs the guts to stand out and be ridiculed. But what he's doing is so easy to follow. So here's his first follower with a crucial role. He's going to show everyone else how to follow. Now notice that the leader embraces him as an equal. So now it's not about the leader anymore, it's about them, plural. Now there he is calling to his friends. Now if you notice that the first follower is actually an underestimated form of leadership in itself. It takes guts to stand out like that. The first follower is what transforms a lone nut into a leader. And here comes a second follower. Now it's not a lone nut, it's not two nuts, 3 is a crowd, and the crowd is news. So a movement must be public. It's important to show not just the leader, but the followers, because you find that new followers emulate the followers, not the leader. And here come 2 more people, and immediately after, 3 more people. Now we've got momentum. This is the tipping point. Now we've got a movement. So notice that as more people join in, it's less risky. So those that were sitting on the fence before now have no reason not to. They won't stand out, they won't be ridiculed, but they will be part of the in crowd if they hurry. So over the next minute, you'll see all of the those that prefer to stick with the crowd, because eventually they would be ridiculed for not joining in. And that's how you make a movement. But let's recap some lessons from this. So first, if you are the type, like the shirtless dancing guy, that is standing alone, remember the importance of nurturing your first few followers as equals. So it's clearly about the movement, not you. Okay, but we might have missed the real lesson here. The biggest lesson, if you noticed, did you catch it? Is that leadership is over-glorified. That yes, it was the shirtless guy was first, and he'll get all the credit, but it was really the first follower that transformed the lone nut into a leader. So as we're told that we should all be leaders, that would be really ineffective. If you really care about starting a movement, have the courage to follow and show others how to follow. And when you...
So guys, I'm just teaching you how we go from level 1 to level 2 to level 3. And as you heard in the video, the guys on level 1, 2, and 3 are super important to edify you as a leader, but you should edify also 1, 2, 3 levels up in your organization, and they should also edify you. And this is how you build what we call a committee. This is how you create a nucleus in your team. So I hope you really got this message, guys. Yeah. So this is how you. This is the difference. And most people work too much alone, guys. They work too much alone. let me just go to my PowerPoint. Yeah, I'm going to my PowerPoint. So too much people work too alone, guys, or they don't work too deep. So edifying your leaders makes a small crowd, but it makes you more serious, and it makes it more appealing. The more the more cohesive you work together, the more adhesive you are to the market. So that's why we tell, don't ever eat alone, and that's a missed chance. And if you do something, you just party together, guys. So how to reach level 4, the fourth wave? Well, you have to do 3 ways. You have a prospect, you have your upline, and you have you. And you introduce your prospect to your upline, you edify him. So you're the dancing guy on the hill, and you bring in this extra, how you call this, prospects. And you convey the trust from your prospect to your upline, you edify. And then you all are dancing on the hill. But don't do it only with your front line. Do it with the front line of your front line of your front line. And if you start to work in a little bit bigger domain, that's where the magic happens. And this is the difference between 1,000 people in 90 days or 100,000. Yeah. So as of tomorrow, guys, I will do 3 ways all day long. All day long, I'm 3-waying. I'm the dancing guy on the hill. I'm the shirtless guy. I'm the lone nuts. But you are the first person I can help. Yeah. So tomorrow we hang out also in this Zoom, and we use Skype, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger to convey the trust, to get people in the mixer spinner as much as we can, and then you reach the 4th wave. And maybe you never heard about the 4th wave. It's maybe a hidden secret in our industry, but this is where the big leaders build big and get the big checks and make the millions, because they work level 2 and level 3, and like they're working on level 1. And that's what I'm doing all the time in the last year. So if this is something new to you guys, I will just, for a little feedback, I'm opening the chat. If you learned something new in the last 10 minutes or 20 minutes, type in yes. And then I challenge you to work with us tomorrow in the domain of your 3 generations. Yeah, work with your 3 generations together with us, and you be the dancing guy on the hill. And then you speed up, and then you can become president way more easier than you think. It's not about hardworking. It's tag team, and with the people of your people in your teams. And we're giving this knowledge for free. We pass it on. Guys, I spent more than 200,000 euro on personal development in the last 25 years. We've been to Jim Rohn, Brian Tracy, Anthony Robbins, Danny Johnson. We've been to all of them, Zig Ziglar, but we stopped doing those personal development series because, you know, we're doing this now for free, hands-on. And so we give this on to you guys. And so hopefully you liked session number 3. Session number 3 is all about 3-way conveying trust. Show your people, lead by example. Probably I'm signing up tomorrow 50, 60, maybe 100 people myself in the mixer spinner. And then we speed up. I've got my name list of 2,000 people here on my table. And I'm sharpening my axe, guys, but I'm showing how I'm doing it. This is not theory, guys. So if you hang out with me in the box together with Mixer Spinner, tomorrow we're here again from 11 to 11 at 12 hours long and strong, and we will show you the way how we work. Not that we have all the knowledge. Well, I can show you how to build 10 million people and how to make 650 million turnover in 18 months. That's what I can show you. But not that we are a bunch of smart guys or wise guys. We want you to succeed, guys. We care about you, because the more successful we are in the launch of Mixter, the better we are in the launch of Affiligo, the better we are on the launch of our multimedia entertainment system. and that we will also have a spinner there, and the better we are on a telecom system in the near future. So I'm preparing for 100 million affiliates and 500 million customers on Mixter and Affilgo in the next 12 months. The question is, are you ready for it? Are you ready to apply the knowledge? Are you ready to rumble with us? Yeah. So thank you for being here, guys. We have the next session at 6 o'clock p.m. in 1.5 hours from now. We're back with the next session. If you love this session, type in yes, and I will post it also on our Telegram group, guys. Go to t.me/crowd1 on Telegram, and we're here to help you guys. So step 4, 6 p.m. and 1.5 hours from now, guys. I leave the box open. Whoever wants to join. I leave the box open, and see you in 1.5 hours from now. Love you all, guys. Namaste. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.
Call me what you wanna, I'll be what you wanna. I've been here 1,000 times.